Hello everybody, it's Julien from BD Cosmos. We have returned once more, and we're going to talk about 5 comic books that we're going to spec on for the month of November. So we're in September of 2021. We're specking for November 2021. Of course, I return with the one, the only PF. How are you today, sir?
I'm very good, thank you, Julien. How are you?
I am. You know what? I'm tired, but that's okay. We had a long day of looking at comic books, talking about comic books, and you know how did we finish the day talking about comic books? By talking more about comic books. So again, we're gonna look at 5 books that we think are very interesting for the month of September, and I'm gonna show you guys in most of them in the previous catalog, and how you can add them into your Managed Comics account, and then. If they're not in previous catalog, because maybe it's a DC title, then we'll go straight into the Managed Comics and you can subscribe to it. So, PF, talk to me. What is this month's very first pick?
This month's very first pick is Batman Fear State Omega.
Fear State Omega.
Yeah, now this is, I'll let you type it in there.
No, it's in.
But it's done? All right, so Fear State Omega is the story arc that's been going on across all the Batman titles for a couple of months now.
No. As we speak, Batman 114 is just released. So
yeah, true.
we just started, but we're talking about how it ends.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it started this month, but it will have been going on for 3 months by the time Fear State Omega ends. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of titles, a lot of tie-ins, a lot of repercussions across the DCU, as they call it, and so that's and also one of the things that is notable. The writer of some of the Batman books right now, James Tynion IV, well, his contract is up with DC, so it's going to be one of his last titles with DC. So he might, do us a little shocker and put something in there that's gonna make the book a little hot title. So yeah, we're gonna see.
Makes sense. Tynion, hot writer. People give him money to write good books. He's been doing it for a while. A lot of horror and a lot of Batman. He's very good. He's done a lot of detective. He's done Batman. I can't recommend highly enough Batman. He also writes the Joker series. In the Joker series, he's got them under contract until sometime late next year, and then he still has Nice House on the Lake to finish, which will take him until 2027 or something.
Something like that. Taking hiatus on that one.
Yeah. After book 6, we're getting a 6-month break. So instead of 12 months and 12 issues, it's 12 issues in 18 months, but hey, we'll see. It's been a fantastic book. But yeah, his last Batman book is Batman Fear State Omega. So we had the Alpha, now we've got Omega. You always have to have. If you've got an Alpha, you don't have an Omega, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my first pick, sir, is I've been subscribed to this series. It hasn't started yet at the time of this recording. But The Death of Doctor Strange, Part 3 of 5. I haven't read Part 1, hasn't come out yet, hasn't started yet. Well, it's starting this month in September. But in Part 3, for a November release, we're introducing new villains. And they're called the Three Mothers. And they're literally on the cover of the main cover. Kara Andrews is doing this cover. And they're literally telling us, in the vein of the Black Order, don't miss the first appearance of the next great Marvel villain team. Now, it's entirely possible this is a one and done. We'll never see him again. But Benedict Cumberbatch is a pretty good actor. He enjoys playing Doctor Strange. It wouldn't surprise me, much like Gore, the God Butcher, is coming to Thor God and Thunder, Thor 4, the future Doctor Strange movie could introduce these wonderful villains, the Three Mothers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as soon as you talk, villains and stuff like that, people, go in a little frenzy. Sort of like we saw with Dark Ages when they sort of previewed the Unmaker and that cover just blew up. Like, I mean, people were selling it for like 2 or 3 times ratio value. So I mean, that book just spiked, and yeah. So we're gonna see with the Three Mothers. I mean, I'm already subbed to Death of Doctor Strange, so I'm quite happy with how it's gonna turn out. Well, how it's shaping up to be, and like you said, Benedict Cumberbatch loves playing Doctor Strange, and it shows when he's playing it. We've seen the previews with
No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home, exactly. So yeah, I think he might be in for the very long haul. Like maybe the new Robert Downey Jr., who we've seen for 10 years in Marvel books, not books but movies. So he might be like the next one.
Next 10-year guy. Yeah, I could see that definitely. Yeah, a lot of the Marvel comics have a lot of big storylines have graded around or always had a key component of Doctor Strange. So it wouldn't surprise me if we have 3, 4, or 5 Doctor Strange movies moving forward.
Yeah.
All right, what's your second pick, sir?
My second pick, I will talk about. Well, actually, I'm just gonna pick Black Widow 13. Now, the current Black Widow run has been really incredible. Sort of like Daredevil, the Zdarsky run, which has been really good.
Yep.
Black Widow right now, I mean, it's a hot comic book. It's starting from issue number 6 up to, well, right now we're at issue 10, I think.
11 comes out on November 15th. September 15th.
September 15th, so yeah, so we're on 10, going on 11. And in 12, there's supposed to be some sort of major shift in Black Widow's life or something. She now has a protege, so it's a real important time right now for Black Widow. In this issue, in Black Widow 13, they're saying that an enemy from the past comes back from her time that she spent in Madripoor. Mm-hmm. Now, we've seen Madripoor in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
it's also an important place in the Wolverine mythos.
Yeah, well, Wolverine mythos and everything connected to the X-Men. So yeah. So I mean, it's who knows? I know I'm not subbed to Black Widow, but I look at my box and like for the past I think 6 months, I've bought Black Widow. So
I've major regretted on that because every issue I keep looking at, even the preview of issue 11, I was reading it, I was like, man, I should have subbed to this book. It looks great. Kelly Thomason's been doing a fantastic job on it. She's also coming on board for one of the writers for Amazing Spider-Man with 75 moving forward. So honestly, I think I'm gonna pick up the first trade. I know I have some issues, but in the back. But as of like issue number 3, I should every time man, I should have been picking this up. So absolutely, and every Black Widow issue has. Not only have been going to second print more often than not, they're just consistently under-ordered, and it's very odd. So we keep underestimating Black Widow, and so yeah, just subbing to it might just be a smart idea at this point. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, the every book is going to second prints. We've seen one of the second prints. I forget which one it is. I think it's 8 that we had a special incentive on 125 with her protege on top.
That's right.
And that movie and that book spiked up tremendously because nobody ordered that. So yeah, it just goes to show you that sometimes even a mainstream hero like Black Widow, the runs that the writer is there and everybody. The book is good, sort of like the Nightwings right now. They're in that last
vein. Yeah.
The last 10 issues of Nightwing have been really awesome. So yeah, I mean, I Black Widow 13.
Black Widow 13 makes sense. You know what? After this conversation, I'm just subbing to Black Widow. I'm just gonna put it in my account and I'm gonna start reading it, and I'll figure out how I'll read the previous issues. All right. So my second pick, sir, for this month. I'm doing something that I don't often recommend. I haven't recommended in 10 months. It's Radiant Black number 10. And specifically, they are doing a short print, only one print, never to be reprinted, a Black Light edition of the same book. So you've got the regular edition, that's all you can order, and they can reprint it. But they're doing a special cover where it's black light, and it's 10 USD instead. But they promise we're never reprinting this. It's got even a little logo black light on it for Radiant Black. So it's like, oh, there's a lot of little elements here. It makes it very interesting. And I also think it's the last issue of the second arc for Radiant Black as well. So this special blacklight cover, just as a collectible, people who are fans of Radiant Black, and we certainly have fans of Radiant Black at the store, may be like, oh yeah, I wish I'd ordered a blacklight edition instead of the regular one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Radiant Black in the last month has spiked up. We've seen a lot of online retailers that have been bought out of, like the early issues 1, 2, 3.
Really?
One has been sold out everywhere,
Oh.
or not everywhere, but a couple of places.
I have some in stock, guys.
But yeah, it's a really the Blacklight edition, like you said, it's a little more expensive than the normal book. I mean, it's almost like 2 times the price.
Yeah.
But like you said, never to be reprinted. It's a new story arc, or like featuring something. So yeah, I mean, usually when you got something that's very limited, people tend to gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
It's we've seen that with the price spikes on NFTs, like artists that create one of the kind paintings or whatever, and then they sell it just to that one buyer, and then that one person has the only single copy available.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that entire thing that their collectors are really looking for, that special item. Well, yeah, Blacklight edition, never to be reprinted. That falls into that category.
All right. I just want to note, I just noticed this, and only the viewers at home will be able to see this. So, Diamond has a suggested retail price of $9.99. That's what I'm highlighting right now. But I saw at the bottom of the image, we'll grow the image here, and it says $10.99 here. So on the cover of the book, $10.99 versus $9.99. Let's see which one is right. I don't know, but it could be $10.99 instead of $9.99. I don't know why there's a discrepancy here, but it's very interesting. All right, so and it wouldn't be the first time where a book is printed with the wrong amount on it. So anyway, all right. What is your final pick, sir, for this month?
Final pick of this month. We are staying in Image Comics, and we will go with What's the Furthest Place from Here. Now, this is the only book that Image is really pushing this month, with multiple variant covers, multiple incentive covers. They are also coming out with a special edition that comes out with a vinyl record in the comic book. Obviously, that's a little more expensive, but so it gives me like a Lord of the Flies vibe. People are comparing it a little bit to the same tone as Sweet Tooth that we've seen on Netflix. So, I mean,
it made me think of The Walking Dead, just without zombies.
Yeah, exactly. Tribes of people just roaming around a devastated Earth. Obviously, it's just kids. So yeah, just really like the previous says, your survival, your loved ones, and your record collection. So that's the 3 most important things. Yeah. So I'm gonna see where this goes, but yeah, I'm definitely picking up a couple of issues there, and probably one of the records. Just to see exactly what's that all about. Obviously, I won't be able to play it. I don't have a record player.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody has one, let me know.
There's like you said, there's lots of covers. I'm showing right now the Scotty Young cover, who has the pregnant character, the pregnant teen. I also discussed this as a book to subscribe to because the same reasons. It's the only one that Image is all in on with incentives, and also because Brian Michael Bendis is drawing a cover. Here it is. It looks like Porky Pig. I don't know when's the last. I may never paid attention to a Brian Michael Bendis cover. As far as I know, he's never done that. But then again, I didn't know Donny Cates was going to draw Spawn for McFarlane either. So how about them apples? So yeah, what's the furthest place to be here? I as the store, I'm I'm going to be ordering a bunch of them because it looks good as a good story. I can definitely see this going to. So wait, AMC already has The Walking Dead, so they can't get that. Give it to Stars. Stars doesn't have this type of post-apocalyptic storyline. So yeah, Stars. Why not? They could use that. It's a good cable network. I like Stars. They have heels. So yeah. So that's a good pick, and I fully recommend it. I also want to remind everybody that last month a lot of you picked up House of Slaughter #1. Make sure to pick up House of Slaughter #2. I'm ordering a whole lot less of #2, and you know what? I'm not the only one. So if at least you want to get one copy of House of Slaughter, a lot of people just added as a sub and then added the other covers that they wanted as special orders. Just add it as a sub right now. Add House of Slaughter #2. Make sure you get on. Try it at least for the first story arc 5 issues, and then see if you like it from there or not. But yeah, make sure that you are subscribed to House of Slaughter. All right, PF. Is there anything else of note that you saw in that we may have missed and may not be at best spec, but at least interesting enough to look at?
There are multiple things that I looked at that I really wanted to push, but there's so many, there's so many books, so little time. You've talked about Dark Knights of Steel, from Batman. One book that really stood out for me that I was really looking forward to reading. I'm probably gonna special order the series is Robin and Batman, a young
3-part miniseries. Yeah,
exactly. Written by Jeff Lemire, obviously a great writer. We've talked about him last month with Maze Book, Sweet Tooth. I'm really interested in this, exactly where he's gonna go with that series.
The Batman and Robin ongoing series that DC had, I believe, at the end of New 52, which would introduce really Damian Wayne as Robin, is one of the best-selling trade paperbacks from the store. So a Robin and Batman miniseries is a smart pickup, absolutely. All right, so that's it for us, folks. If you feel that we missed out on a spec for this month, please let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, PF and I will see you again next month for October books that are coming out in December of 2021. I wish you all a fantastic evening, a fantastic day, and please, as always, enjoy your reading of comic books. Have yourself a great time, and see you next time. Bye, PF.
Later, folks.